Going on, dudes and dudettes? Not much this week, but yes, the LA Chargers are opening up a brand new facility out there in El Segundo. So it's going to be pretty much right next to the stadium, or at least close to it, and LAX around there. Right now they're out of like Irvine and Orange County. I don't know why they went all the way out there, but I guess they had to because the Rams took up whatever was around first. But yes, I believe this facility isn't going to come until 2024 officially, but we'll have everybody be able to go, especially the fans and stuff, to check out that new place and be able to see the players practice as well. So I might do that in the future, but it looks kind of cool. It looks like a thunderbolt. But yes, once again, the trade deadline came and went this last Tuesday, and sadly the Chargers general manager Tom Telesco didn't do shizzle. I don't know why he doesn't try to make his team better that way. He always believes that no matter who he drafts, that they're the greatest player, and it's obvious that that hasn't been the case, because when's the last time they've been to a Super Bowl while under his leadership? So I don't know. There were a lot of other good players out there. Obviously, the bigger player that got traded, Von Miller, was not going to be able to come to the Chargers. He did go to the Rams, the other LA team, but because Broncos and Chargers play each other, they're not going to make them better. But he's also an older player, so I didn't really like him. But there were other like little smaller trades they could have done, but actually it was a pretty quiet NFL trade deadline. There were a couple of moves, like maybe 5 in total, that really mattered. But overall, I kind of wish the Chargers would have made a splash here or there, just to make themselves better. I know Justin Herbert needs all the help he can get. I'm not really on board with him 100% yet. But yes, over the offseason, apparently, according to Chris Haynes, an NBA reporter, that both LeBron James and Anthony Davis met with Portland Trailblazers star Damian Lillard. I didn't really go into detail of what was talked about. I'm pretty sure it was talked about, getting together or maybe playing on the same team at one point, but they did probably meet at one point because they were all in Space Jam 2 together. So I remember when that was going around over the summer, everyone was speculating that Lillard was already on his way down to LA, but I already knew that it was pretty much for a promotion for that, which is pretty much the same thing. But when Chris Haynes reports, he's one of these more inside guys, reporting wise, that gets to these players and gets up and close. So pretty sure if he's going to report it, then it was probably something more serious. So I guess we could see if that comes to fruition in the future, but I highly doubt it because Portland hates the Lakers for some reason. Then, yes, the Chargers, back to them, they designated their linebacker Kenneth Murray to return from injured reserve. So I believe that means they have around 21 days or 3 weeks to officially put him back on the roster. At least as of right now, if they're doing that, they believe he has a chance to play this weekend, and if not, most likely the weekend after. So at least the Chargers will be getting a little bit better on defense with their young linebacker coming back from IR, which is nice. And then to sadly only talk about the one Laker win since we last spoke, is they played the Rockets again. I believe it was Tuesday. I last talked to you guys on Monday. And yeah, the Lakers did end up getting that victory, barely. I think there was like a last shot that Houston could have made to tie the game or win. They missed it. LeBron James, he did all right coming back again, but the big three, we finally saw, like, stats-wise, what these big three stars can do together for the Lakers. I just didn't like the result because it was only like a 2 or 3 point victory against a team that has a lot of young, inexperienced guys, and it seems like they should have been killing by 20 or 30, but all three of those guys had 84 points total, 20 assists, and 22 rebounds all combined for just 3 guys, and yet still it wasn't enough to get a bigger victory. I know they're missing a bunch of their more rotational type of players that would be coming off the bench and starting with them, but still, you gotta beat a team like Houston. And then I'll get into what happened last night, but yes, after that game, we found out that LeBron James wasn't going to play in the Oklahoma City game because he had some type of abdominal strain. I know he came out of the Houston game for like a second to stretch real quick in the locker room or something like that, but he came right back and finished the game. But I guess that's what it was for. I thought it was a groin because he was stretching like more of the leg area, but somehow that's all connected, whatever, I guess, with your abdomen. So they say at least a week, the training staff does for the Lakers, but usually with LeBron, that means like two to 3 weeks because he's gonna take his time. It didn't look good with OKC winning last night and beating the Lakers, but I don't know. They had a chance at the end, but still, once again, the Lakers had like an almost 20-point lead and gave it up to this team. There's only 2 wins on the year so far are against the Lakers, so it's just obvious that they should have beat them handily, but of course they didn't. So that's the way the cookie crumbles. Thanks for watching, people. Like and subscribe. Comment down below. Let me know what y'all think. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.